Thank you all for tuning in for another video from Feel Good Gaming. Today we are doing a pre-release box of Strixhaven. Stay tuned.
Feel Good Gaming.
Alright, without further ado, we're going to get started on the Quandrix Pre-release pack. Let's see what we pull. Now, is there anything that you're looking for in particular in here, or do you know exactly what's available?
Honestly, you know me, I'm just a green and blue guy. And it's the symbol, which is very cool, actually. A very cool Strixhaven symbol. I very like it. Put that there.
But any time you need to bring up a card, we could put it on the screen later, you know?
This is my promo card, which is strange.
Is that a land there?
Because it is Orzhov, and I could have sworn that the promo card was based on your guild or your class, but apparently...
Is that a filter land? What is that?
It is I forget what they call these lands, but it's a reveal land.
Okay.
As long as you have a Plains or Swamp in your hand, if you don't, you can reveal it from your hand, and this card, Shine Shadow Snarl, will come in untapped. But if you don't,
it's a good land.
Yeah, if you don't reveal a Swamp or a Plains, it will come in tapped. So it is a versatile land. Earlier games, you'll want to play it. In Standard, it'll get more value early game. But in Commander, generally, it will always come in untapped, the decks you play it in. This is the special Quandrix pack, apparently. I thought it was going to be not in just see-through plastic, but that is cool. Let's see what we have. We got a Quandrix Mage in the front. This pack here should be all Quandrix based, green and blue. Let's see what we got.
Now, is this the pack itself, or are there booster packs inside of here?
There are 5 regular booster packs.
Look at that there. That is some cool art. Kind of reminds me of the Guilds of Ravnica a bit. I mean, understandable because that was about the guilds, and this is...
Interesting fact, this card probably naturally won't be legal in Commander, because if you look at its second ability, it says Learn. In parentheses, you may reveal a lesson card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand.
Yeah,
or discard a card to draw a card.
That Learn ability probably won't be legal in Commander, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is a very good 2-drop instant for Simic, or Quandrix. It's green and a blue instant. Choose one. Target creature you control fights. Target creature you don't control. That is probably the first fight card I've seen on a green-blue card.
Yeah, and a green-blue, that's not as common. I feel like you see that a lot in Golgari, or just mono-green.
Or Gruul, which is red-green.
Yeah.
And then its second ability that you can choose is counter target non-creature spell, unless it's controller pays 3. It's a very versatile card. Yeah, 2 mana instant.
Pretty good.
I'd say. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't have the ability of counter a spell if it was sorcery, but yeah, this is I'd say for 2 mana instant, it's a very playable card. Very good. Surprised.
As if blue needed anything else, let's give it fight 2.
Quandrix Command. I've heard that they were giving all the other colors command cards. This is another good low mana card, 3 mana. Choose 2 instead of just 1 out of 4 different options. We have return target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Very good, an instant spell card. counter target artifact or enchantment spell. And as we've seen in EDH, which is Commander, enchantment cards tend to be some of the best cards in the format. And if you let certain enchantments resolve, it could spell the end of your game. The third option is put 2 counters on a target creature. Very good in some decks. Some decks very much want counters on their creatures. I could tell you very much that for 3 mana, a Ramos deck would love this. 3 mana, put 4.
That'd be 4 of the 5 counters.
3 mana, put 4. Yeah, 3 mana, put 4 counters on it. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And then target.
Like that in a Pocket One Held On deck too, maybe.
And then with Simic colors, with Quandrix colors, green, blue. For the 4th ability, target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into the library. Very good. When green is one of the best colors for searching creatures, for tutoring creatures, and blue is one of the best colors for tutoring instants or sorceries. That ability can be very good depending on the deck you are playing.
Yeah, the versatility alone, I think, should make people think about the card, because that stops a lot of things like your Underworld Breach to get back a previously countered Thessa's Oracle or something along those lines. And usually you see something similar for those green token decks with Crater Hoof, trying to recur that. So that definitely stops a lot of different things. I think I'll definitely be putting them in a deck or two of mine.
And in the last bits, we got just 2 tokens.
Sorry, we fell in love with that card there.
That pack right there in this promo should be a decent amount of money. We haven't seen these lands for a few years, so I'm hoping that when we get back to the prices, these
I would definitely say as a promo, it's got to be worth something. At this point that the video is being recorded, we don't really know pricing fully.
I've never seen this before. Magic has never really done that, putting the date stamps on the edge of the printing. I very much like that.
Yeah, I gotta say that's something new. I definitely wasn't a fan of the mystery booster set. That logo to me just didn't do it, but this one looks pretty nice.
All right, so we are going to get into the packs of the pre-release, which is 5 per pack. Yeah, very low mana cost already to start. It seems like this set is all based on mana value and going quickly. I do like the style of the arts of the cards. Very cool. Very cool card. Green Ignis is a very cool card. That could be a very valuable card in certain mono red decks. And let's see what our rare is here. Sorcery spell, but with X. If X is 1, scry 1 card, then draw. Another card with multiple options is always good, because it's always going to be a card that you can play at any situation.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that it's a sorcery, but the flexibility is always...
So if X is 1, scry 1, draw a card. If X is 2, you may choose a player. They return a creature they own to its owner's hand. If X is 3, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. If X is 1 or more, do all of the above. Now that makes it playable, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say so. To get all of that at the end of 5
If X is 4 or more, it doesn't really make much sense. But
I don't know if these are in any of the decks, but I feel like something like this would want to be in the Prismari deck. In those kind of copy, Rel Zerg kind of decks, I think is where you're really going to want to play something like that.
Because it would copy all the modes that you cast, correct?
Right.
Wow, yeah, that'd be very good card in those kind of decks. All right, let's move on. Oh, this is one of our
Oh, that's cool.
altered art cards, the Japanese
Yeah.
altered arts. Agonizing Remorse.
Oh.
It's an uncommon, but still looks very nice.
Yeah, you can't pass up on that art.
Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, or a card from their graveyard. Exile that card. Lose 1 life. Honestly, if this were an instant card, I'd say it's playable. Sorcery, you know what? It looks nice, but sorcery spell, I don't think it finds a slot in my deck.
Can't do it there. I would definitely say the new Turgid would love it. Don't tell any Turgid players that, though.
Yeah, Turgid would love it. Other than that, I feel like it probably won't see play simply because of the
Your tiny
sorcery
bones
speed.
decks and whatnot.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, just a good looking card. Very good, cool looking card.
No, you can go ahead and do this, and then I'll join in on the Strixhaven booster box open.
This is a very good card I was going to talk to you about, actually, for an uncommon, very good. Flying instant or sorcery spells you cast with mana value 5 or greater. Mana value, again, is the converted mana cost. Is 1 less to cast. And your certain decks like Joda will be very good when you're trying to, just in case Joda's not on the battlefield. You want cards like that minimizes your high cost spells because you don't want to just be sitting there. I don't like cards like this. There's a lot of cards like these, like Rupture Spire and stuff like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, they just don't do the job.
A lot of people see these and say, "Oh, it gives me mana and a belly color," but it slows you down way too much. It taps. This doesn't just enter tapped. It forces you to tap another land when it enters. It just.
I mean, at that point, just give me the enter tapped and gain a life.
Correct.
Really,
right.
You know, can't be paying 2 mana to get 1 back.
Ooh, Biograph. Another uncommon, but very good, actually, if you think about the value it could provide. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3 mana. Now, being green, you couldn't play this in a lot of decks that want to play aristocrats and just have a lot of sack effects. It's a very good card.
As additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3. Huh. Yeah, I mean, in you said Corvold, right? Something like that.
Yeah, Corvold, pretty much any aristocratic type deck, but Corvold.
Maybe a Muldrotha or Marin, that's really good in there.
Just gives you a lot of value.
At the very least.
You always, any kind of deck that, there's always some kind of cards like this that have a drawback, but you want to find the value in that drawback.
Yeah.
Where, again, on a Corvold type deck, you get the value out of it without even having to pay for it. Okay, we got an academic probation, another lesson. You choose one. You choose a non-land card name. Opponents can't cast spells with the chosen name until your next turn. Good if you know that your opponent's going to try and basically win on his next turn. Or the second option is choose target non-land permanent until your next turn. It can't attack or block, and its abilities can't be activated. It's not a bad card, actually. Sorcery speed, I don't like it as much, but as far as certain cards go, I think it could have its slot in certain decks that just want to slow the opponent down.
How much mana is it?
2 mana, not bad, honestly. Sorcery speed hurts it a little bit, but 2 mana, not bad at all. We have another rare in this pack. That's very nice. Basic Conjuration. Another lesson. You look at the top 6 cards of your library, and you may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. You put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and you gain 3 life for 3 mana? That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I think I would play that honestly in these type of decks.
Yeah, unfortunately for now, I think we're gonna have to skip the learn cards, not knowing if they're commander legal or not.
I think.
But we'll add something in. We'll edit something in at the end of the video if they end up being playable.
Honestly, I think it's the lessons are legal, but it's the some certain lessons.
Well,
have
that's
learned.
what I mean.
Yeah, certain
You can
lessons.
play the card, but unless the
Oh wow, this might be a good pack. This is the third rare in the pack. Another
rare in one
lesson.
pack, huh?
Teachings of the Archaics. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you, you draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards instead, and if the opponent has at least 4 or more cards in hand than you. I think any blue deck that doesn't have green wants to play this card. For 3 mana, you could... It's pretty much... It should be a 3 mana... For 3 mana and to draw 2 is very, very good card in itself.
Yeah.
But for 3 mana to potentially draw 3 is a very good card. Very playable. It will find its place in a lot of decks, I feel like.
It's not bad.
Wow, this is a very good pack.
Is that a 4th rare
This is a
there?
4th
Wow.
rare in this
Wow,
pack.
that's crazy.
In a regular pack, that's doesn't seem normal, but you know what? I'll take it. Valentine, the Dean of the Vein. It's got Menace, Lifelink, 1 mana, 1/1. A lot of text here. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 black-green pest creature token with, when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Let's see what the flip side is. Lisette, Dean of the Root. For 4 mana.
This is a Golgari card then.
Correct. Golgari.
Okay.
Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1 mana. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain trample until the end of turn. Very cool card. Very versatile.
That is very cool. That is one I actually was taking a look at prior to, everything getting released here. So it's definitely a cool card.
And for the alt-art card, we have an Opt.
Is this out there?
That actually should be worth a couple
Wow.
bucks, I'm thinking. In the
That
alt art.
looks very nice.
Opt is a pretty highly played card in the format. Scry 1, draw a card, 1 mana instant.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't complain about that, really.
yeah. And with that art, yeah, I would not be surprised if that was at least a couple bucks. Happy about that pool. Couple packs already. I was like,
Yeah.
very good cards. I'm liking
Yeah,
just the overall cards. Alright, we got Rise of Exodus, Letter Acceptance, Spiteful Squad, Teach by Example, This is a 3 mana, scry 2, then draw a card. This is, what is that blue mana? Serum Visions.
Serum Vision. Okay.
This is
Scry 2 draw card.
This is a colorless 3 mana Serum Visions. Not bad.
Really?
Not terrible.
That's.
Hmm.
So you mean a white card?
Yeah, basically. Practical Research, 4 mana, draw 4 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard an instant or sorcery card. We see a lot of these
Definitely
cards.
playable.
Now.
That's kind of the same thing as I was saying before with the scry, or you pay X to do X things.
Oh.
It's definitely one of those.
I
spell-slinging copy
see a new infinite combo piece. Kelpie Guide. Tap it to untap another target permanent you control, or tap it to tap a target permanent. Activate only if you control 8 or more lands. That's a good ability, but the first ability...
I feel like the first go-to is kind of like a card having, the cap size, where you're looking more to tap down lands and creatures.
I'm looking at the first untap ability for going infinite. Untap another target permanent you control.
Yeah.
That can go infinite very easily in many different with
Yeah.
many different cards.
I like that for the untapping. Saying like a Phoenix deck, I think is very cool. Infinite mana in a Kumina deck. You could probably draw out your entire deck. In a Zami deck.
Very versatile
tapping
card.
wise, just infinite mana, and you could tap down the whole board really.
Yeah,
So
I can see
I
this
could
scene.
definitely see that.
Yeah, seeing a lot of play. This spell costs 2 less to cast during your end step, so it could be potentially 3 mana. Destroy a creature or planeswalker, and put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 creature you control. I could see this being played in the new Orzhov Commander, but even for a 3 mana instant destroy a creature, I don't see it being played outside of that card. Decent, but not bad. Not that great. Another Quandrix command, not hating that. It's a very good card. Yeah, happy about that. Compulsive
what is
research.
that? Let's take a look at
You
that.
got a rare
That
here.
one closer into the camera here. That is very nice looking. Very cool. Compulsive research. Target player draws 3, then target player discards 2 cards unless they discard a land card. I like something like this a lot actually in, say, in Omnath, either 3 color or 4 color, or any like popular teamer land deck, because you want to discard your lands to the graveyard and you're perfectly fine with that. So in that case, you're getting 3 cards for 3 mana, which is good, and a land in your graveyard. I can definitely see it playing in a deck like that.
a Muldrotha
deck, yeah. Or a, what's the other Sultai guy?
Is that a rare?
That is, yeah.
Very good. I mean, it's a good card. Good card.
CDC, that's the other one I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. Starting with the land, is that another reveal land there?
This is the lands that most people have not responded well to. And enters battlefield tapped, and you pay 4 mana to scry 1. Not the best land. If you're paying budget, maybe.
If there, I don't know too many people. I know our play group isn't this way, but if you yourself have to play budget, or you see people around your shop and in your play group playing budget, I would definitely suggest those over the guild gates to people. If you see them playing guild gates.
We got another Teachings of the Archaics here. Illuminate history. 4 mana, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. If there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Very good card.
It's not bad.
4 mana, draw as many cards as you have that you want to discard. In certain decks like what is the Planeswalker? The ready.
Yeah.
Discard a bunch of artifacts and get those artifacts back on the battlefield.
That is true.
Yeah, just as a draw card, you can discard 7 cards. You could turn it into a wheel. 4 mana, self-wheel. Discard 7 cards.
Brolin. I've seen recently. I didn't realize this, but I seen somebody play him alone. I didn't know you could do that with those partners, actually.
Yeah.
So I've seen mono red Brolin decks. Whenever you discard a card, your opponents take one.
Very good.
Very good in there.
Another lesson: confront the past. Choose one. Return target planeswalker card with mana value extra less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Very good. Remove twice X loyalty counters from target planeswalker and opponent controls. Another versatile card. I'd say a lot of planeswalker, Super Friends decks will want to play this, and just a lot of control hate bearer type decks that want to stop anything that an opponent is doing. They'll want to have this in their back pocket just in case there's a planeswalker that they cannot hit. It's a very good card to just randomly say that your planeswalker just dies out of nowhere and you don't even have to attack them. It's a very good card. Versatile. Versatility is key. Wow, this is another great pack. 4 rares in this pack. The Biblioplex.
Like to see it.
You can tap to add colorless or pay 2 and tap it to look at the top card of your library. If it's an instant or sorcery card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't, put the card into your hand. You may put it into your graveyard. Only activate this if you have exactly 0 or 7 cards in your hand. A strange land. I've not seen like that before. Very, very cool though. Revitalize. An instant, you gain 3 life and draw a card. For white, hey, white will take it.
How much mana?
2 mana. Gain 3 life, draw a card. White has seen worse for card draw. And again,
it's not too bad.
I'm loving these alt art cards. You know, it looks really good.
Like a Mangara deck, you'd want that?
Yeah,
or,
because you're gaining life. You're drawing 2 cards in this deck.
Daxos, the mono white Daxos.
Yeah. Very good card, actually. It's very deck.
A Trostani deck, maybe. I mean, you're probably doing it in better, different ways, but it's not terrible.
Yeah. All right, last pack from the pre-release. I think if I was pre-release drafting in this and opening this, I'd be pretty happy.
I think anyone would definitely have a good time with this product.
One mana, charge through, target creature gains trample until end of turn, draw a card. This could be a very good card for you. It could be a political card. If if a player is going off, you can. It says target creature, so it doesn't have to be a creature you control.
Is it gains protection or?
No, it says target creature gains trample, so you can
Trample,
can basically say oh hey, you can attack, but I'm gonna give you trample, and you. It's a very good political card in Commander. I think
be very unaware of other cards, but I love seeing that in my mono green Omnath Locus of Mana deck.
And honestly, 1 mana draw card is good on its own.
That is good on its own.
Instant speed, 1 mana draw card, good on its own. The trample is just great.
You could give trample to another guy swinging in somebody else.
Right. The fact that you could just potentially kill somebody is just an added benefit. We got Selfless Glyph Weaver. It's a model sided card. Exile it. You can exile Selfless Glyph Weaver to give creatures you control gain indestructible till the end of turn. Very good card. And it is.
Was that first side was white and we got black on the second side?
So it's Orzhov colors. And this second side is Deadly Vanity for 8 mana compared to 3 mana. So 8 mana. You can choose a creature or planeswalker, then destroy all other creatures and planeswalkers. A very good card. Another great versatile card. So you can either, if you have another board wipe in your hand and you're playing control, you have this on the battlefield and you board wipe and you sack it and give it everything indestructible, or you do that basically for the game winner and try and wipe everyone's board and keep yours. And yeah, it's a very good card. Again, versatility is key, and that's why I feel like they started making these modal lands or modal cards a lot more frequently.
There's definitely a lot to it. It makes analyzing things even that much more interesting, really, I think, to anybody who's really into the game.
Not the best card, but again, I love the art. It's a great looking card.
Very, very cool.
Infuriate, 1 mana, 1 red mana, instant. Target creature gets +3/2 until the end of turn. Again, I see this card from a commander perspective, but in standard, 1 mana, 1 mana instant +3/2 at the end of turn. This is gonna kill people in standard. Yeah. You play 2 of these.
There's a good amount, if I'm not mistaken, a good amount of Azorius Flyers going on in standard right now.
You play 2 of those,
or Jeskai Flyers. I'm sorry.
You play 2 of those in 1 turn.
Flyer.
You're killing people very quickly, and that's what mono red does. It's kill people quickly.
Or your mono red goblins there. That's it. But so we actually are going to be moving on to the next video for the booster box of Strixhaven. So you could either check out the last The last video we had was a Commander Legends box, or you can move on over to a box of Strixhaven. If you'd like to subscribe, it'd definitely be much appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like down below. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.